up, everyone? It's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because it's been reported by Radar Online that Hazza has been cut out of King Charles's will, and he's going to be losing a $35 million inheritance. Who made that decision? What the deuce is going on? Well, let's jump into this article here, and you guys can tell me if you actually believe this or not. I actually think this is quite plausible. So let's get into it, okay? So King Charles is being persuaded, being pushed to kick Hazza from his will to prevent his turncoat son from getting his hands on the British monarchy's mega millions, according to Radar Online. And so a high-level palace insider has revealed to Radar Online, quote, "A lot of people in royal circles feel Harry does not deserve a dime, and they're leaning on Charles to cut him off." And I do agree. Hazza does not deserve a penny from the royal family. Should be completely cut off, cut out, done and dusted, goodbye Vienna, sayonara, right? Now, we don't know what cancer King Charles has. It's never been confirmed. I'm not even going to speculate. But the insider has said that Charles wrote his will long ago, but certain family members and courtiers are strongly urging him to update the document so as to not include Harry. And in all honesty, after the way that Hazza has treated King Charles and the rest of the royal family, and King Charles's own mother and father, Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, hell yeah, he should be cut out. Totally cut out. Hazza wants to be financially independent? Go nuts, Hazza. Be financially independent. You don't need that $35 million from King Charles's will. Now, apparently, Prince William is at the forefront of trying to push King Charles to cut Hazza out of his will, which to me makes sense there, okay? And so you've got Radar Online previously reporting that he has been on the outs with the royal family since 2020, that essentially the royal family have made steps throughout the years to cut Hazza out little by little, bit by bit. Now, the source has pointed out here, another source to Radar Online, saying there's still so much animosity towards Harry it runs deep. It's the senior courtiers that will run the royal family's business and make the hard decisions. But they're not getting much resistance to this idea among the family. If the plot to disinherit the royal renegade goes ahead, a mole warns it will likely be the final nail in the coffin for any kind of reconciliation. To me, the final nail in the coffin for any kind of reconciliation has already been done 1,000 times over, really, at this point. At this point, it's done. It's done. Now, other sources are also suggesting that it's not Prince William that's also trying to ice Hazza out of King Charles's will, but potentially Queen Camilla as well. An insider saying she's made it her mission to protect King Charles from any sort of stress. And in her view, that's all Harry brings. It's now at a point where she's saying Charles shouldn't even be taking Harry's calls, that it would be bad for his stress levels and general anxiety. And so earlier last year, sources said that King Charles and Prince William torpedoed a plan to strip the Duke and Megxie of their royal titles for fear of public backlash. And I actually reported that on this channel right here. And even though I understand why they feel that there would be a backlash, if anything, I think their fears are very unfounded. They did strip Hazza and Megxie of their titles. They would be applauded. We would get the bunting out. The tea and biscuits and crumpets out, right? We'll be having street parties for freaking days, all right? For freaking days. So, to me, I understand why they may be fearful of doing it. Don't be fearful. Get it done. Strip the titles. Remove them. Please. It is definitely needed in this whole mess. Now, according to another palace source, bitterness over Hazza and Megxie's sense of entitlement is still simmering and is now threatening to boil over, saying, quote, "The royals are nowhere near forgiving them and feel there should be some sort of punishment meted out, which is why this idea of cutting out of the will has got real legs." And so we know that when Hazard turned 40 last year, he got approximately, reportedly, $10 million from the Queen Mother, right? The Queen Mother's estate. Now, as I've reported earlier on this week, it looks like Hazard allegedly has turned around and told Megxie, hands off my money now, because you're using it for your failed projects and I'm sick and tired of it. If you didn't watch that video, check it out from earlier on this week. But yeah, the insider says William was not happy about Harry getting that money and even more upset about Megxie getting her hands on it. And so, yeah, this is the thing, right? There isn't a lot of time to figure this out, the source is saying. The royals hate the idea of Hazard getting anything from the Windsors and by proxy Megxie as well, right? So the feeling is that now's the time to put it down on paper. It's heartbreaking for everyone close to Charles. They're just trying to screen him from as much distress as possible, which again is understandable. And you can think, yeah, that's realistic. That would happen, right? Totally realistic that would happen. But going round full circle, based on the information that Radar Online has just provided in this article, I can totally believe that there are people in the royal family, members of the royal family and courtiers, that are having a word with King Charles. I can totally believe that they are angling for King Charles to cut Prince Hazard out of his will altogether, so he doesn't get another dime, another penny from the royal family after everything that Hazard has done towards them. And Hazard now is on the hook for losing a $35 million inheritance. Karma can be a bitch, right? And this is definitely something Megxie would hate to see happen, right? With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you yet. Next on the itinerary, has Meghan Markle been destroyed by the Hollywood Reporter yet again in a new Netflix expose? Oh my goodness, we're going to be going through that for the final story for today's live. But for those watching this on the replay, if you haven't done so already, please, on your way out, subscribe to join the Alter Nerd tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Again, those watching on the live, stay exactly where you are. For everyone else, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your faces. Until the next time, laters.